Good morning. Jesus is Lord. Thank God the word works. We've been looking at can you put a time limit on God? Can you expect God to answer me immediately when we call on Him? We've looked at different people in the Old Testament and New Testament that they were the ones that established the what God did for them. They were the ones that established the when for them. Well, over the next few days, we're going to look at three different major areas in your life as a believer. One is healing, one is prosperity, one or your money or your substance, the things that you need. The last one is your prayer life. Can I expect God to answer my prayers immediately? Can I expect healing immediately? And then we'll sum it up. But for today, we're going to start on healing, specifically healing, to see what did Jesus do when someone came to Him. And remember, our foundation scriptures are that God is no respecter of persons, which means that whatever He did for any one person throughout eternity, then He will do it for you. The other is, I am the Lord, I change not, which means that whatever He did is He will not change, and that Jesus Christ is the same yesterday, today, and forever. Speak those promises, those truths speak them in your mouth. Speak them out constantly. So we're going to look at the first one, Bartimaeus, in Mark chapter 10, verse 46. And they came to Jericho, and as he went out of Jericho with the disciples and a great number of people, blind Bartimaeus, the son of Timaeus, sat by the highway and begging. And when he heard that it was Jesus of Nazareth, he began to cry out and say, Jesus, thou son of David, have mercy on me. And many charged him that he should hold his peace. But he cried out the more later. Listen, do not let anybody stop your faith. Nobody can stop your faith but you. Thou son of David, have mercy on me. Now let's see, what did Jesus do? Jesus stood still. He did what? He stood still. And then he commanded him to be called. And they called the blind man, saying unto him, Be of good comfort, rise, he calleth thee. And he, casting away his garment, rose and came to Jesus. And Jesus answered and said unto him, listen to what Jesus said unto him, because whatever he said to Bartimaeus, he is saying to you right now. What do you want? What will you that I should do unto you? Jesus is saying that same thing for you right now. What do you want? And even though it was obvious that Bartimaeus was blind, remember in Matthew 7, Jesus said that, let's see, how does he say this? That us being natural know how to give good gifts to our children, how much more shall our Father which is in heaven give good things to them that ask Him. The key is to know what you desire and ask Him for it. So what did Bartimaeus say? He could have said anything, but this is what he said. Lord, that I might receive my sight. And let's see, what did Jesus say to him? Did he say, oh, well, you must wait a while because there's some purpose in this? I'll tell you what the purpose of sickness is in anybody's body. It is from Satan to kill, to steal, and to destroy your life. That is the only purpose of sickness in your life or in anybody's life. And Jesus totally soundly defeated Satan. Jesus came that you might and I might have life, and that we might have it more abundantly. So what did Jesus say unto him? Go thy way, thy faith hath made thee whole. And listen to this word, immediately he received his sight and followed Jesus in the way. So look at the mind of Jesus, which is the mind of the Father, which is the mind of God. As soon as Bartimaeus called for him, he stood still and he looked at him and said, "What do you want?" And then Bartimaeus was immediately healed. So what is in the mind of God for you? For you to be healed immediately. Let's look at another one in Matthew chapter 8, verse 2. And behold, there came a leper and worshiped him, saying, "Lord, if you will, you can make me clean." He didn't know if he would, but he knew he could. And Jesus put forth his hand and touched him and said, now whatever Jesus said to this man, he is saying to you right now. If he said, no, it's God's will for you to be a leper, then we would know that God would be saying no to us. If he said, well, maybe, then we would know there was maybe. But if Jesus said, I will heal you, then we know that that is God's will for us, for you, and for me, because he's no respecter of persons. So what did Jesus say? Right then, he said, I will. I will. Jesus is saying that to you right now. The Father is saying that to you right now. I will. Be thou clean. What did he ask him for? To be clean. What did he get? Clean. And immediately the leprosy was cleansed. So in these two cases, we find that they received what they asked for immediately. Why? Because that's in the mind of God for them and for you. He did not tell them wait a while. He did not tell them no. He said, I will, and immediately they received. Tomorrow we will look at a couple more. Have a blessed day. Receive your healing now, immediately, in Jesus' name. Remember all day, Jesus is Lord, and thank God. The Word works.